Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Autodesk Fusion 360 beginner tutorial video. In this video we're going to be showing you how to create a plastic bottle. It's going to be split into kind of two parts. The first part is going to be how to use the Revolve tool to create the initial shape of the bottle, and the next part is going to be using the coil tool to create the thread on the top of the bottle. So let's get started. So if we start by turning the origin on visibility and rotating round to the front view of the model, and we're going to start a new sketch on the XZ axis. And first what we're going to do is project through the Z axis. So if you hit P to bring up the project tool and select on the Z axis and click OK. Next we're going to create the center line for our bottle. So if we create a line that is 210 long vertically, hit OK, and if we just constrain that line to the center there, and if we dimension from the origin to the top of that line and make that 25 millimeters. So we're going to start sketching out the profile of the bottle. We're going to start at the top here, so if you do a horizontal line, and if you click and hold and drag at the end of that line to create an arc, and then just do a vertical line, and then we're going to put a little lip in here that a lot of plastic bottles usually have. And we're just going to roughly sketch this out, and we'll dimension it all up after we've just done this top part here. And we'll just go down to this radius there. Right, so we'll just dimension all this up now. So we'll make that dimension 14. We'll put a 1.5 radius on there. Give that a 1 rad. Make that 15 millimeters from the top. As you can see, some of this stuff wasn't tangent, so if you do notice anything like that, just make sure you go around and make it all tangent before you move too many things about, because it can alter your sketch geometry a little bit. So we'll put a 1 radius on there, but we'll drive it using this original one. And we'll do that for these other two as well. Select that one. And what that does is if we change this dimension here to say 2, it updates the rest of them automatically, which can save you a bit of time and is quite useful, but for now we'll just keep it at 1. Change the angle of this to 10 degrees. Do the same on that bottom one as well. Just make that 1 millimeter, make it nice and small. And then just this last little bit here, we'll put a little 1.5 difference in there, and we'll make that straight 5 long. Give this a 15 millimeter radius, and we'll just work on the body here. So we'll just do a vertical line up here, and click and hold to create an arc. Make that tangent there, and connect those endpoints up. We'll just constrain this using sort of a height and width factor. So we'll put 40 in there, and 50 in there. There we go. You can see how it's all gone black now that it's locked down. So a dimension from the bottom there to the end of that straight bit, and we'll make that 12 millimeters. Put an arc on the end of there, make that tangent. We'll give that 35 rad. And we'll just make a little dome in the bottom of the bottle here. make sure the center of that arc sits on the center line. We'll dimension from the bottom there to the tangent point there and make that 3mm. Just drag that out there a bit, and we'll put a fillet in between these two arcs, and we'll make that 5mm. And just to make sure the tangent point of that arc is sitting level with the bottom of the center line, we'll just draw a line from the center of that arc, make it construction, and horizontally align it with the bottom there. As you can see, everything's gone dark, so that's all fully constrained. Apart from that little bit there, missing a tangent constraint. There we go. Click finish sketch. So that's our finished profile there. We just turn our origin off. Now if we go to the Revolve tool, it brings up this box here, and I'll just talk you through these little drop down boxes here. So if we go for profile here, which is pretty simple, we just select the profile that you've just sketched. Axis, which is what the profile will revolve around, and we're going to select the center line that we've drawn in there on our sketch. This is where you get a few more options here, so you can either revolve it on an angle, so 90 degrees is default there. You can change that to 180 or whatever you want to put in there, or you can change that to revolve so it goes between 2 points. So if I turn my origin point on here, if I select that axis there, that automatically rotates round from the sketch to that plane there, which can be quite useful if you want it to define the parameters of your model using planes or anything like that, so it can be quite useful. But for this, we're just going to go for full. Also, there's a couple other bits as well, so you can change the direction to just one side. As you can see, you can just drag that around there. You can do it two-sided, so you can drag it around from that side or from that side, so these can be different, or symmetrical, which is where it becomes out evenly either side of the sketch, and you can pretty much put whatever angle you want in there. But we're just going to keep that at one-sided, and we're going to go full, so that makes it a full rotation, so you don't have to specify an angle. And for the operation, you can either do a join, which can join two solids together, so you can join the solids by revolving there. You can either cut away from a solid using your profile. You can either intersect, which is where you would revolve your profile around, and whatever is intersecting with the solid that you're interacting with, that is what's kept and the rest is taken away. Or you can just create a new body or new component, and we're going to create a new body. So if you click that and then click OK, there we go, that's created that. So that's the first part of our model created. In the next part, we'll be looking at the coil tool to create the top of the bottle and creating the thread. So make sure you tune in for that video next time. And if you like the video, don't forget to comment, share, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers!